Alrighty, here we are again. How are y'all doing today? That's fantastic. Anyway, I'm gonna be making this video today. Here we are again in After Effects. I made that previous video. I can't do that anymore. I can't do that. What's up, guys? I made that previous video on the color correction. Right here, it's got 8 likes
What's
so
up, fellas?
It's got 8 likes so far, so it's pretty close to 10. And I was already making a Rage episode, the next Rage episode right here with TZ Anisma's clip he just got. Little preview if you want to see it, but he does a triple fade on this Randy Scrandy here and gets a hit marker. He fails the Rage, but it's still worth the episode. Hit marker right there. Let's watch that. Slow motion I got going on. Boom, boom, boom. Hit marker. But anyway, I was making this episode, and I figured, hey, they got 8. That's 2 away. Can't ask for much right now. Just getting started with this clan and this page, so I'll take 8. Plus, I'm already editing, so I'll go ahead and throw in the little tutorial. I'm not gonna use that clip because Underpass is a shitty map for editing. It's so fucking dark. So I'm gonna open up this terminal clip that TZ Anisma also sent me. It was of his quad. It looked pretty shitty quality, but let's go ahead. I'm gonna pause it. We'll watch the clip first. Alright, we got this rendered out. Here we are. Let's go ahead and play it with sound. Oh, this is getting that one to the chest, fishing around. Come through lobby, he's gonna look down hall. What's he gonna get? He's gonna get 1, he's gonna get 2, 3 right there. He's gonna get number 4 right there and roll the scoreboard. We don't need to watch it again. He's greedy. He's got to take up the whole scoreboard down to the left. Anyway, you can see this clip. Let's get to a spot. See, back here there's not a lot of light, so that's not a good reference point. Let's go ahead right up here. Here we are. A lot of light right here, but it's still washed out. Okay, so we're going to change that. We're going to go into 6 composition. It's right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go layer, new, always start with an adjustment layer. You never want to work on the original piece. That way you can easily just take away and undo all the wrong you have done editing because you don't know how to edit. Anyway, so then you're going to go to color correction, you're going to go to curves. Alright, this part's easy. You're going to take this bottom and you're going to drag it down. It's going to bring the shadows and make them all up in your face. Then you're going to take this, you're going to bring the highlights, you're going to drag them up. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. See, even back here, it's a little dark, but it's vivid. The colors are there, and they're in your face. Now, there is that color, there is this curves adjustment right here, or I'm going to take this off, I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to show you the other one. You can use effect, color correction, curves again. Now that one you pulled the bottom down, you pulled the top up. This one, what we're going to do is we're going to pull the top down just slightly. We're going to pull the bottom down just slightly to match it so there's a point, an anchor point right here. You're going to take the middle, you're going to drag it up. Now this one's kind of touchy, but if it's on the right level you can make it look good. It's going to be very bright, but it gets the job done. Look at the colors. It's great. It's just brighter than this one. Turn that off. It's just brighter. See, this one pulls out the colors without it being too bright and in your face. This one, you turn this off, you pull this one back up. This one, it's a little bit brighter. It's touchy, but if it's on the right level, like Underpass, that's a good level you can use this one on. But anyway, I'm going to delete that one. And we're going to turn that back on. Beautiful. Look at that difference. Just curves. And then we're going to do one more thing. We're going to do selective color right here. Selective color. Now this one is it's a very simple tool, but it makes a lot of difference. And I picked this spot because you're going to want to pick a reference spot where it's got all the colors. The whole point of this is you can drop down this bar. It's got the subjects of all the main colors that are going to be in your scene. Red, yellow, green, cyan, blue, magenta, so on and so forth. So I picked a spot right here. You got some red right here. You got some yellow and the white flowers. You also have white. You have green. You have green coming up here. You got some yellow through this brick. So this is a good reference point, and this is very simple. It's not like I can tell you what to do on this part, but I'm telling you to use this editing technique. But what you're going to have to do is, there's no specific points I can tell you to put right here. You're just going to click, you're going to drag to the right, drag to the left. You can see the flowers right here, they're changing as I drag it. So what you're going to do is you're just going to play with it and find out what you want. I'm going to make those flowers a little vivid, but you can also see if I turn it all the way over here, you can see red in the wall, kind of blotchy. So you got to be careful with that. So I can't turn it all the way up, but I can do it just a little bit to bring out the red in these flowers and make the colors pop. I'm going to bring out, see, magenta all the way to the left, gross. But to the right, pretty bold red flowers. Yellows, not much difference, but to the left, look at that, it makes pink. So you're going to have to find out. That one I'm not even going to change the value. And then the black, what the black is going to do each time is if you turn it to the right, a positive %, it's going to make them real dark and bold. It's going to bring out the darkness in it. If you turn it to the left, it's going to make it really light and bring out the whites in it. So therefore it's going to become really like almost white. As you can see here, it's like almost white. Brings out all the white, and this makes them real dark and bold. Almost too dark. Let's just barely have any black in there. And then you can move on to, let's do the yellows. Yellow isn't doing much at all of good, but it can't destroy it. Nothing there. See, I mean, I don't even know certain presets. Like, you can't just go in here and expect me to tell you what value to put in, because there is none. You have to play with it. Each scene is different. Greens aren't doing much, but it's a little bit, 100 will do a little bit difference. Now what that's going to do, I'm going to leave it at 100. It's going to darken this. The yellows, not doing much at all. Only thing it is doing is if I go to positive, this UAV or this map right here, mini map, is actually going to be a little green. You can see it green, blue, green, blue. I like it blue. It's very minor details. You see that? This map up here is kind of washed out and kind of greenish, but if I turn it to the right, it's a nice blue. Look at that, nice dark, bold blue. I like that. So a lot of this stuff is going to be subtle changes, but it's going to make a big difference if you know how to use it. So you can look through the window, that's going to make it washed out. Look through that window up here. Now watch this, look. A minor change, but it adds nice blue in that window through here to plus 100. Magenta, it's going to darken that blue. To the left, it makes it green. So we're going to darken it. Now that makes it, to the right makes it a little bit green, but to the left brings out a nice, pretty blue. Look at him playing with optic. He's fresh. To the left is terrible. To the right is a pretty blue. So you just gotta figure it out. You gotta play with it. The blues, we should be able to see a difference in blues. To the right, through the window, makes it look better. A light blue or a dark blue. And we're going to stick with the same shade, a little darker blue. That one's not doing much, but to the right will keep it dark. That's bright, that's dark. You can see it also, when I use that black one, look at these blue markers right here of my partied teammates. They're real bold blue over here, washed out nasty. So we're going to keep them bold. Magenta. I'm sure I don't even need to be going through all of this stuff with you, but now you're going to get the idea. It's not doing much at all. The whites, okay, the whites are touchy. What it's going to do is, you know, of course, everything that's white, it's going to pull out these colors when I change it right, you know, right or left. But it's a little touchy because white's almost in everything. It kind of puts a haze over it. So as you can see, you know, if I change it to the left, the floor, you can really tell the floor. To the left, to the right, it brings it back to normal almost. To the left, it kind of puts a red tint on it, which kind of creates like a little haze. That's what it looks like to me, a haze. And then all this stuff, the blotchiness, all these little white specks in here, now they're green because I went to the left, but if I go to the right, they're like reddish. So the whites are hard to, you know, they're not always beneficial to change these values. That one's not too bad. If I change the yellow up, it's terrible, but if I change it down, it's really white. Kind of gives really good contrast with the other colors. This real bright white. Don't change the black value. That looks terrible. The neutrals is, it's going to be everything in between, as you can see, and it creates it looks like just a single tint. It looks bad. Looks like someone trying to do color correction that doesn't know what they're doing. However, the black value, if you could turn that, let's see, where is it at? 0. The black value, that's going to make it, you can make it, wow, dark or really bright. But we don't need any of that. And the blacks, ugh, that's disgusting. It hurts my eyes. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that right there. Optic Jammy color correction, right? That's kind of cool though. Kind of looks cool. Let's go, because there's 0. I'm gonna go just like 2%. So that's pretty much it. There it is right there. Everything's nice and vivid. It's beautiful, especially when you get in the light right there. Let's look at when he's looking down the hall. Let's pause it. Scoping through right here, we're going to take away selective colors. Look at that right there. It brings it it's washed out again. See right here, it's very subtle differences, but it makes the difference to an editor. I can see the little differences that it changed, but it just, that right here, even just that without the selective color, because even when I take away curves, okay, that's terrible. But when I add curves, that looks nice, but even this it's not satisfying to my eyes. I have to have that. It brings out those pretty colors. So there's his collat and his 4-piece. But he zooms out. So that's the color correction. Pretty simple, but it makes all the difference. Normal, curves, selective color. God, selective color looks good. Look at this. Look at this soda machine and the map right here when I take it away. And when I put it back on, it's just bold. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed it. Peace out.